All right, good morning once again and welcome to your favorite program on TV. This is Cool TV, channel 196 on we're going to DSTV on Star Times. That's extremely prophetic, you know, because a lot of people have been telling us, I mean, why are you not on DSTV? And we kept on telling them that just give us a little while. We just started, and yet in a little while, we'll be on all platforms where you can watch us. Good morning once again, and this is Crossfire. My name is Dapo Banjo, and I have with me in the studio my regular co-anchor, Barrister Ishoma Againe.
Good morning, Nigerians, and you're welcome to the program. I hope you all had a restful night. The night was really short.
It was quite short. You know, I have observed over time that the only time, you know, we sound nice sometimes on the show is when we're starting. The moment I start bringing up issues, yeah, I mean, we are calm, cool, and then any moment after that, I mean, everything just goes as if, you know, we have rehearsed to fight on the show. We have
funny enough, I mean, I've been hearing, people have been asking me, is this how you guys quarrel and fight? But no, we don't. Like, you should see us once we leave this arena. I mean, come on, we become good friends, amazing friends.
All right.
It's all, you know, we're passion driven.
Yeah, all right, this is your show, and you know that this show is all involving. This is Crossfire, where we discuss topical issues and we bring controversial debates on issues and goings on in our society and in our country called Nigeria. There have been a lot of parties, I mean, taking position as to what the government is doing to ensure that Nigeria transit properly into another republic, how the election is going to be, what the results will be, and how we will ensure that we have a credible election has been questions in the mind of a lot of Nigerians. And at the same time on the show, we try to make it very insightful, very educative, and very, very engaging so that everybody can participate and everyone can be a part of the show. This morning, we will be bringing a very topical issue. It is current, it is fresh, and people are agitated. People are just saying a lot of things. Why did the government postpone the proposed February elections? The real reason behind the decision of the Independent National Electoral Committee, that is INEC, have not really been well spelled out, and we are looking at the possibility of Nigerians really getting the real details why elections have been moved from, you know, February 14th to March the 28th and April 11th, you know, respectively. So the real reason behind this decision is something that INEC need to really educate Nigerians about. And I mean, we have it in the corridor of news that the National Electoral Commission is doing, I mean, to postpone the general election. They have taken a lot of steps to ensure that, that these reasons are well known to Nigerians and they are not being coerced in any way to take this decision. So the chairman of the commission, Atairu Jega, who has been under immense pressure, lately made the announcement for the shift in the election date. Yesterday, you know, at the World Press Conference invoking the provision of the following in the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, you know, in Section 76 and 2, Section 116 and 2, Section 132 and 2, Section 178 and 2. He also quoted, you know, Section 25 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended. Jega explained that INEC was prepared, but the security challenges and the need to deploy men and materials when the security agencies had issued an advisory, made this commission to actually come together and put a press conference together and eventually concluded that the elections will have to be moved. Shoma, without really taking so much time, I mean, it has become extremely controversial. And let me tell you something, the most confusing thing or challenging thing for Nigerians is that the elections were not particularly, INEC up till last week are telling Nigerians that we are ready.
But then
and there have been a lot of, cutting of corners and trying to make it look like, INEC may eventually shift ground when it comes to, either allowing the February 14th to go,
yeah,
or,
we still recall when the whistle for postponement was blown. And people, we didn't take it seriously.
I mean, we went as far as flying a kite of the postponement
but then people didn't really
London.
take it seriously because we thought, okay, well, this was just one of those issues that will phase. All things being equal, the elections will hold as a plan. But now we've seen it's more than that. But then I strongly believe that security, it shouldn't be the issue for moving the election. A lot of Nigerians will agree that the whole story about security, which we're being told, is not the real reason why the elections were postponed.
No, but Ishoma, on this show, look, you and I analyzed.
Yes.
I mean, there was nothing we didn't do, especially when it comes to security.
Yes,
you know, for the elections.
very true.
We analyzed it. We looked at it from end to end. And don't forget, we may not have agreed, but we made a lot of valid points on the show, pointing to the fact that it is not going to be secured, considering the amount of, security operatives that have been deployed or that have a tendency of manning, or that have been apportioned, to man every polling units, in the country during the elections.
Now, I say ask, and I maintain by that question, whose fault?
Joint forces.
Listen, should the people suffer? Should the mandate of the people be put on hold because some certain agencies are not doing their duties properly? No. Now, I don't want us to blame it on some parties. I want us to look at it very objectively. See, you are still sounding partisan. I'm not sounding partisan.
I'm serious. You are still sounding partisan to me.
I'm only speaking now what's going on in the minds of Nigerians.
That's exactly what I'm doing on my side too.
Listen, because we have seen it. Look at countries like Iraq and Pakistan, Afghanistan. You can't compare Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram in any aspect, because we know that Al-Qaeda has become a world phenomenon, because virtually all nations of the world are suffering. And of course, there have been links that Boko Haram are linked to Al-Shabaab in Mali, and Mali, they also get their roots from Al-Qaeda. So you see that even though there's a trail, but we know fully well that elections held successfully in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, and Iraq, despite all the threats they got from Al-Qaeda. Because they knew, that nations knew that we couldn't do this on our own, and they asked for foreign help. Nothing stops Nigerian government from coming out openly, admitting that, look, we need help from America or whatever foreign nation is willing to help them. Because this is for the interest of Nigeria. This is to protect. The truth is, no nation can work in isolation. And when it comes to security intelligence, come on, we know that there are nations that have it. They're the best. Nations like Israel, nations like America. What stops us from asking them, come and help us, give us,
another way to look at this,
but let elections move
another way to
plan.
look at this. Another way to look at this is this. I came up on the show on several occasions, many of our episodes, to say that this election needs to be militarized. I have been saying it. I've been an advocate of saying we need all our security, agencies and arms, to be a part of the election. What I simply mean by that is that I want the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army to actually be part of the election process. Let me tell you something. If we have gone ahead, if INEC has gone ahead and announced the full militarization of the election process come February 14, believe you me, we would not be dwelling in the corridor of Nigeria is not secured enough, we need more security. What are we going to do to beef up security as we speak? Are we bringing in forces, external forces to come and help us?
Nobody has come out to say if
exactly.
That is it.
So what has changed?
So we're wondering now. Now look, okay, it's everywhere, like the front pages of the papers now, that the NSA has come out to say they will destroy Boko Haram in 6 weeks. Please, I have an issue with that. That is one of the things where... No, but listen, can I ask you, because I know you're pro-government. You're so pro-government. Now, how possible is it? I have 2 questions now for you. Maybe you can defend or give your opinions on this. Now, first of all, why is it 6 weeks to the elections that this is coming up, you're promising us again, you will crush Boko Haram. We had over 4 years, nothing was done. We had over 1 year before the election, nothing was done. So how possible is it that 6 weeks before the election, Boko Haram will be crushed? One, that is the first question. The second question is, I do not believe Boko Haram can be crushed under 6 weeks, when you isolate the Nigerian army and you allow our ground troops take on these people alone, because we know fully well, because there are some people, they may not be military personnel.
Okay.
I may not be a military person, even though I schooled with them, I've lived with them. But one thing I know fully well is, for you to successfully combat any insurgency, you need your eyes. You need the eagle's eyes. And who are those? The Air Force. You need people from above. But now we have seen how, there's been, like, they've broken them completely.
Okay.
Now you're allowing our ground troops.
Let me quickly answer your question.
What plan do they have?
Okay, let me quickly answer your question. Number one, your number one question is very, very, on point. It is on point in the sense that when you and I take 6 weeks, it's just like 6 days, in the mind of Nigerians, considering the time that the insurgency have really thrived, in Nigeria. And the activities is not diminishing, it's not reducing in any way. We have been able to only record in a few days or a few weeks back that the number of Nigerians that have died by the activities.
How sure are you?
Hold on. By the activities.
But you said it on this show.
Let me land on this point.
You said it on this show before that data in Nigeria are never accurate.
Let me land on my point.
So what makes you think now that
let me answer your first question.
So far are false?
I'm trying to answer your first question. Now, so when you say we have 6 weeks to crush the insurgency, you and I may not know what the government has actually put in place to ensure that happens. The fact that the government have failed in the last 5 years to battle and to combat and eradicate, the activities of the insurgency, of the insurgents in Nigeria, it's not an indication that the government have not come up with a more robust plan to fight the insurgency. They don't even need to give Nigerians details of how it's going to be done.
Of course,
you and I don't
need to give us details.
They don't need to.
Nigeria is for all of us.
Okay, what will you do? Are you joining the forces?
You
are not coming to be a part of the...
But look, we have seen on CNN.
Are you aware that we have...
The government, we see how the president will come out and hold a press briefing and speak to the people.
Are you aware?
Tell the people.
Are you aware that government may not have Israel, they may not have America, they may not have finally received, the hand of friendship that France has been extending to us to come and help us fight the insurgency. But truth remains that Nigeria have a couple of African countries that are joining forces.
African countries that are still
it doesn't matter. Some of them are stable. Some of them are stable.
They've not been able to solve their own internal issues.
Some of them are stable.
Why should I run to someone like that?
We are not running to them. They have extended. No,
why should I accept?
See, for some good reasons. Hold on. You see, there are times when you and I need to be sensitive when it comes to the state of the nation. Let me make this point, Ishama. Let me make this point. When it comes to national issues, now the United States of America, they are a superpower. I understand the logistics. I understand the reason why
and
America. Yes, I understand.
Intelligence
I understand all of that they have. Now, but bottom line is that, see, America does not go and intervene in a country that is going through, probably that is subjected or attacked by the activities of terrorists. Or you have either a frame of it or a main activity. Hold on now. Okay, I'm saying that America does not particularly and will not go into a country. Don't forget that the problem between Russia and Ukraine, America has been on it. They know a lot of havoc that Russia has wrought in Ukraine. But recently, just yesterday, Obama came up and said, I think at this point, since Putin is not pulling back, we may need to reinforce and then eventually give more hands for Ukraine to be able to fight back. Now, hold on on that. What I'm saying is that, wait now. Let me land on my point.
You've made a very valid point.
Let me land on my point.
If that is the issue, now that means by the time we ask for help from America, and they come in and they see that, our Nigerian troops are lacking, then they will give us support. Manpower-wise, and help us crush them immediately.
Now, let me say this. Let me say this.
But this is what we need.
You and I, on this show, we have been objective enough to let you know that we are not even privileged to the full details of the activities of the Boko Haram. We are not even sure if we have countries. We are not even sure. all of them are just assumptions.
No, these are not assumptions.
Let me tell you, no intelligent information has been provided about the activities of Boko Haram being supported or being championed by another country. Even though we have all the countries in our borderline, we have Chad, we have Mali, we have Niger, we have Cameroon, and all of them are saying that we would help you to fight the insurgents. A house that is divided against itself cannot stand. So if Mali actually have a hand in the activity of Boko Haram, they will not come.
Nobody's saying Mali has a hand in Boko Haram.
I said
Nobody's saying that.
I said
so
if.
Don't bring the if factor in
No,
here.
why not?
Don't bring the if factor
Don't forget that it's been in the corridor of news that some of the bordering countries may probably be championing or be involved in the activities of the Boko Haram.
But you should understand now that with the escalating factors so far, we've seen how the Boko Haram sect, they've gotten an upper hand. Let us not sit and start waiting for ifs. You cannot use the lives of Nigeria to play Kalu. Okay, let us try. If one does not work, we'll try this. We have gone past that stage. Right now, this is the stage. Hit. Make sure we bring that, because, okay, now, my issue is, if within these 6 weeks, and we're still doing trial and error, let us see what African country will help us. What if they're not able to crush Boko Haram? Would they come back and ask for another extension to still move the elections forward, to give them another time?
Don't forget that.
Look, because if care is not taken, we may get to that point.
We are mixing a lot of things up.
If care is not taken,
we are mixing a lot of things up. Ishama, we are mixing a lot of things up. The fact that INEC has openly come out to say some of the reasons, or one of the major reasons why elections have been postponed, is because of security challenges. It may not particularly, the fact that we have been saying, hold on. The fact that we are saying,
are you saying INEC is not credible?
The fact that we are saying that, you know, the government of the day is coming up with a robust plan, saying that in 6 weeks or probably in 6 weeks, we will.
That's not a robust plan.
It is.
It's not a robust plan.
How is it? Do you know what has been deployed? Do you know what has been deployed? Do you know what has been deployed?
A robust plan is they will have a press conference, address Nigerians, and tell us, look, oh,
okay,
of course, that's
okay.
a robust
Obama
plan.
addressed Americans to tell them that he's going to Pakistan to take Osama bin Laden down. Was there any public? Was there any public?
Of course, they had their own
high intelligence.
They had their own. Of course, it was high intelligence, of course, but they still came out to assure that people, to tell the people that, look, we understand that this fight against America is against us and against the whole world.
Okay.
And we will do something. That is what we need our government to do.
As usual, it's getting really very heated up in the studio, and that is because Nigerians are divided on the decision of INEC to actually postpone the elections. Personally, I mean, I don't know why I'm taking it personal, but I'm just of the opinion that, see, sometimes because some things are incisive and some things have been said before a major decision has been taken, and then we believe that it is because of that INEC has taken a decision. Anyway, this is left for Nigerians to actually debate and to throw more light on. As we go on a short break now, immediately when we come back, we'll be throwing the phone lines open. You can call into the studio and just let us know how and what you feel about the postponement of the elections. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. This is still Crossfire. And you need to listen to this because it's very interesting. Where a date has been appointed for the holding of an election, and there is reason to believe that a serious breach of peace is likely to occur if the election is proceeded with on that date, or it is impossible to conduct an election as a result of natural disaster or other emergencies, the Commission may postpone the election and shall, in respect of the area or areas concerned, appoint another day for the holding of the postponed elections, provided that such reason for the postponement is cogent and verifiable. And that's where we're starting from. Cogent and verifiable.
I agree.
do we have insecurity problem? Do we have insecurity problem? Do we have a security problem in Nigeria? Do we have a security problem in Nigeria? Can you answer that question? Is the country? Is the country
have security issues,
okay. Big time. Oh,
big time
fantastic.
Security issues.
So it is cogent.
Which have not been addressed
cogent.
for the past 4 years.
It is cogent. And with the activities of Boko Haram in the northeastern part of the country, is verifiable. Lives are being lost on daily basis.
Lives are being lost on a daily basis in the northeast. Are you happy?
Okay.
And lives are still being lost on a daily basis in southern Nigeria.
Okay.
So yes, that is cogent reason. But now let us move forward. INEC now they've come out and say, okay, elections have been postponed. But so far, what are the things? What are they doing? What are all these agencies doing to make sure a further postponement doesn't occur? Now, one of the issues. So you are saying that we don't have sensitive service chiefs. You are saying that the service chiefs. No. If what you are saying is that the service chiefs does not know when and what should make them to take a position that the country is not secured. Now I'm trying. Now I've even shifted away from the service chiefs.
Okay.
Let's talk about INEC also. Now INEC also, you and I came on this show and we talked about some of the pitfalls, some of the shortcomings we saw. INEC they still had. We had our beautiful callers calling in to tell us that look, I haven't gotten my PVC. I haven't done this. I haven't.
Yeah, now people are not.
So far, what has INEC been able to do?
Has
INEC been able to capitalize on this postponement to make sure?
It's just 2 days.
To make sure
it's just 2 days into the postponement.
Take away
it's
2 days.
Just 2 days into the postponement.
Take away 2 days.
Can you read out a few other? All the other things that INEC considered. Can you read them out? Can you read them out,
and see that time is of the essence and time is running. If it's true, well, whatever reasons they came out to tell us.
Is security the only reason why INEC considered to postpone the election?
Let them do their job.
Is security the only reason?
Let them give us security, but let INEC. We are saying now that INEC should be able to consolidate on this postponement and make sure those who have not gotten their PVCs get their PVCs. Of course, we know that right now
it's part of the thing listed.
But look, my issue now, my major issue, you and I, we've said it on this show that you and I have not been able to register.
Yeah.
Is it possible INEC can come out and say, okay, if you know you were not able to register before, use 2 weeks and register again.
You will now register. They will now send your details for your PVC to be printed in the United States or in South Africa.
In fact, that's one issue. That's one issue I had at the back of my mind. No,
look at all the other factors. Can you read out all the other factors?
Before we read out those factors,
let's bring information to Nigerians.
I need to ask you a valid question.
To Nigerians,
we will, but I need to ask you a valid question. So are you saying if in the event of a natural disaster in the nation and we needed to follow this whole process, people will keep on dying because they cannot register people under 2 weeks. They cannot get our information and give us our PVCs in a week. Is it that bad? Is Nigeria that bad?
No, we are dealing with millions. We are dealing with millions of people here.
You see,
you need to be realistic.
Hello,
be realistic for God's sake. Do you know how long it has taken INEC considering a lot of bottlenecks? You need to listen. You need to listen
because you're not being objective here. For once, let us go outside the negative norm.
I'm not talking about negative norm. I'm talking about reality. I'm talking about reality. Yes.
Reality is our nation is so bad that people cannot register and have their PVCs at least within 3 weeks.
I think if it has taken, hold on.
Wait, that is your reality.
I think that if it has taken INEC this long period up till now, not all PVCs have been printed.
My issue is why does INEC need to also go to the United States or whatever country to print PVCs for Nigeria? Why is that still happening? For me, I believe that is still part of the corruption.
Reasons, I know for good reason, especially if it borders around the security.
Listen to
me. If it borders around...
Don't come and give me security here.
Why?
Don't come and give me security reasons because you and I...
we should not secure the PVCs? You think we should not secure the voters' card?
If you've been watching the news...
I mean, the ballot papers...
Okay, yes, they've been printing the PVCs, God knows where. But you and I, since, for the past 2 months, we've been seeing, particularly in the news, almost every day, they come out and say 15,000 ballots, PVCs were stacked, this number of PVCs. So at the end of the day, you think they're trying to protect the PVCs, but now you're even still exposing us to greater danger.
By doing what?
My issue is, do you know
the PVC is biometric? I mean, do you know that the PVC is biometric based?
Listen, Dapo. Do you
let
know?
them snatch it. Let them snatch it. If the machine that is going to do the credibility, that is going to confirm the credibility of the PVC at your polling booth or your polling unit is functional, that person will be arrested immediately.
What makes it? Oh, of course. But let us wait and see. Those who will be arrested because of this, because at the end of the day, they will know how to maneuver their way.
How?
Welcome to Nigeria. You were the one who said
so you believe that there's every possibility that we can experience some bothleneck? Give it to INEC, for God's sake. Let us give some credibility. Some respect
we expect
to what INEC has been able to achieve till date.
Whatever bottleneck we experience is because the people of Nigeria wanted it so. It is because the agencies wanted it so.
How?
Because my issue is if INEC really cares about Nigerians, after the 6 weeks, take out 3 weeks and take out a week deadline and say, okay, if you know 1 week, give Nigerians only 1 week. We're not saying more than 1 week. Give us only 1 week.
Okay.
People, you know you want to vote, go out and register. We're extending it for only 1 week. And within that 1 week, wherever it is we stop,
you Nigerians,
we'll make sure we
you are very funny, Ishoma. Your Oliver Twist mentality.
This is not Oliver Twist.
Now, we are saying that let us extend for 6 weeks. We are saying that let us extend for 6 weeks so that people can go and pick up the people who have registered, pick up their PVC. You are saying fresh people should go and register.
But do you know there's some people who have said
so that election will be postponed again?
No, not because the elections will be postponed, because there are some people who have come out to say, I don't even want to vote because I don't believe in the credibility of this government or whatever government
or
that
independence
comes
of the INEC.
But now let me tell you now, but there are some people like you and I who believe it is our mandate to vote. Who believe that there were some lapses before, but we still want to vote. INEC should come and give us a chance to register
let's take this call, Ishoma. Awa, good morning. Hello, Awa. Are you there? All right, I think that call didn't come through. Now, a very quick one, Ishoma. I'm saying, I'm of the opinion, that we should not discredit, absolutely, because of the postponement, discredit the activities of INEC over a period of time. Nigeria is a very complex entity. It's a complex polity. And you and I need to respect that, not because we are a difficult people.
700,000 ad hoc staffs are yet to be recruited by INEC. How through or how verifiable this information is, we yet to know.
If it has been done, they will not come.
700,000.
Okay, let's take this call.
So you see.
Hello, good morning, Amina. Hello, good morning, Amina. Hello, Amina. I think we lost that call. I mean, about 2 shy calls now.
No,
hopefully.
not shy. One network.
Hopefully. Okay, you were asking a question about the 700,000, ad hoc staff.
So should you add that to the credit of INEC, or should add it to one of the reasons why INEC right now, they've discredited themselves?
Why?
Okay.
They have to recruit, they have to train, they have to recruit, they have to train. And let me tell you something. They are better recruited a few weeks.
They can train people.
Let me tell you the strategy.
The strategy 700,000 people within how many weeks?
Let me tell you.
But then you cannot allow Nigerians
all you need to do is to get one of the NYSC.
You cannot allow
put all of them there. 1 week is
what
enough.
What kind of training are they going to give
That's
them?
what I'm saying.
My issue is.
Can you hold on? The 700,000 for the ad hoc. It is better that they recruit them.
You give them shabby training.
Just a few days. It's not shabby.
Or you give them proper training. What kind of training are you going to give them?
Proper training. What does it entail? I mean, you think they don't know how to call names?
Listen,
they need to be able to verify.
We don't need them to. We have a call actually. Hello, George. George is calling us from Warri.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, George.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah, George, you are live.
Go ahead and
make your comment, please.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, George. Good morning. We can hear you.
Okay. We're speaking about the problem of collection of PVCs and the extension of the elections.
Yes.
The truth is that, first of all, why do we have people in the US or South Africa printing our PVCs? We should be creating jobs in Nigeria, not giving out jobs. First of all, these are things that can be done easily around here. Printing of ID cards or PVCs, and there are no problems to Nigeria. Why spend such money? Secondly, what I think is that the the insurgency in the northeast of Nigeria, can it be solved in 6 weeks?
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, George.
Thank you so much, George. God bless you.
Now,
thank you.
see.
You see.
Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It is only, Ishama, hold on. It is only worthy. It is only worthy for a country. Hold on. It is only worthy for a nation to understand its weaknesses and its strengths.
Use America, for example.
Yeah,
use
hold
America,
on.
for
Don't use
example.
America.
Okay, use South Africa. Let's not use America. Use South Africa. Have you ever heard?
Yes.
With the kind of crime rate you have and you hear of in South Africa, have you ever heard that they took out their PVCs or whatever they call it in their country to any other country to print? Have you ever heard that Ghana did the same thing?
You may not know.
Why is it happening?
You may not know.
Hello?
You are not a
Don't
Ghanaian.
tell me. Oh,
you are not a South African.
I don't need to be a
you may
Ghanaian.
not know. You may not know, Ishama.
Ishama, I am an
informed
individual.
No,
and
see,
guess what?
Ishama,
if it was happening,
there's no way.
listen to me, Dapo. If it was happening in those nations, the people will have come out to speak.
Who are the people?
The people, the nationals.
These
are nations that focus on helping their people, creating jobs.
Okay, let's take this call from Bolu. Bolu, good morning. Hello, Bolu.
Hello, I'm with you.
All right, good morning, Bolu. Can you reduce the volume of your TV set so that you can hear us?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Bolu. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm doing that right away.
All right.
Good morning, Dapo.
Good morning, Bolu.
How are you today?
Very well. Go ahead and make your contribution, Bolu.
Sorry, we find your program very, very interesting.
Thank you. Sorry with us that. Come on, that's not fair. Like, because he's a guy, you just call and good morning, Dapo. How are you? What happened to me?
I actually have a feeling Bolu was going to attack me.
No,
he singled me out. He called me in the studio. I have a feeling he's just saying good morning, Dapo.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
I think you don't know what you're saying. I think you see I was just waiting for him to lash out. To lash out at me.
Calling us from Lokuja. Let's see if you take your side.
Okay.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please, it's Mandy, not Emmanuel.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, Mandy.
Okay, my contribution is this.
Yeah.
Hello, are you listening?
Yes, we can.
My contribution is this. This morning I heard from an INEC, I think publicity secretary or something. And he was telling us on Channel TV that they're already training those ad hoc staff.
God bless you.
And that this will be an addition to help them to train them more.
God bless you, Mandy.
You know, the barrister is saying that they are yet to be trained.
She won't allow me talk.
But can I ask you a question, Mandy?
She won't allow me talk.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did you register? Do you have your PVC?
I don't have my PVC because I did not register.
Okay, now, all right. I don't know what reasons
Mandy,
you have that you couldn't register. But if INEC gives you the opportunity,
the reason I did not register.
But if INEC should give you the opportunity,
I was very heavy that time.
Okay.
And I delivered immediately after them.
But if INEC should come out and give you the chance to register, would you register?
If they give me the chance to register, I will register.
So let us appeal to INEC to give us the chance to register.
We don't have that time. We only postpone this election so that people can
register. I am not expecting to vote because it is late.
Okay. For you, it's late.
Can you see a Nigerian who is objective? Thank you very much, Mandy.
No problem. Thank you.
Can you see? No. And I'm so glad it's a woman.
Because
I'm so glad Ishama is a woman.
Now, what are the percentages? INEC came out and they gave us a percentage of the number of people who were eligible to vote based on the PVCs.
Yes.
Is that up to half of the population of Nigerians?
Anyway, the estimate, let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. The estimate that INEC gave to us is close to 70 million.
It's close to.
Hold on, maybe about 68 million. Hold on, maybe about 68 million. Okay, Bolu is reaching us back. Good morning, Bolu. Hello, Bolu.
Hello.
Hi,
hello, Bolu.
Good morning.
Hello.
Bolu, we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Loud and clear.
Sorry, Dapo.
Yes, sir.
what was the first reason given for the postponement?
I can quickly read it out to you. One of it is security. Another one is...
No, the first reason being given by NSA was that the collection of PVC happens to be very low.
Yes.
Now, for the same man to now turn around and telling us about security, and army telling us that they cannot guarantee security, is army supposed to be in charge of election of police?
Okay. All right. Fantastic question, Bolu. I told you Bolu was going to attack me. I know the reason why he singled me out. I know it. I could feel.
Even though he didn't say hello to me, but I forgive Bolu.
Now, anyway, you know what we're going to do? Let's go on a short break now.
Okay. So
and when we come back, we will take this show to the next level. He's getting really heated up. All right. Stay with us.
But Bolu, I think.
All right, we are back. This is still Crossfire. As you can see, I have a smile on my face, not because I'm enjoying, the hot argument that Ishoma is making me go through in the studio. It is just simply because, behind, the camera, we were just saying, let the will of God be done. Now, that is taking us to another very interesting topic we'll be addressing any moment from now, the role of religion in politics. And we'll be bringing very interesting people. We'll be bringing very serious Muslim clerics, and then we'll be bringing, clergy to the show.
Do you think, I believe, for us to make it balanced, can't we get traditionalists to come?
I don't want anybody to bring a horn and with some feathers into our studio,
okay.
and that's why we will leave out the traditionalists.
We need to.
No, let's leave them out.
I can help you search for some.
That means you know some people. You've been patronizing them, I guess.
No.
Okay, all right. Now there's this statement, that Jega made, and I want us to round up the show on this note. He said the commission boss. He said that the rescheduling fell within the constitutional framework for the conduct of the elections. Let's take this call before we go on. Alex, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today, Alex?
I'm good. That is Lagos.
Very well.
Good. Hot.
How is Abuja too?
Principal, I want to look at it. Next 29 is going to be a red maker day in Nigeria. Before May 29, elections shall have been held and the winners emerge. It will be constituted on that day, hopefully. Obviously, the postponement of the election has to do with the security and then logistics on the part of INEC. We feel that based on collected PVC, you should come into question. At least this 6 weeks is more than enough time.
More than enough, very true.
Oh, okay. I mean, sorry about that, Alex. We could hardly, it was so difficult to hear you.
But I heard something about the 6 weeks will be more than enough to do all that.
Okay, let me quickly finish this. And it said, that constitutional framework for the conduct of the election, stressing that the INEC will, under no circumstances, approve an arrangement that is not in line with the provision of our rules. You come on this show all the time, and you come very strong. Most of the time when we bring issues to this show, you always want to look at, is it constitutional? Is it this? What INEC has done. What INEC has done.
It's constitutional, right?
Isn't it?
No, listen.
Isn't it,
okay,
Ishoma?
Okay,
Isn't it, Ishoma?
Because Mandy called on the show and took your side. Now,
for those of us... But called and took your side. What is the big deal?
I need to edit.
What is the big deal?
I need to get this off my chest.
Okay.
Because the truth is, our own clamor that INEC should come out and still allow those who couldn't register, still register. It's not for anybody's good. It's for our own good because it's our mandate.
Okay.
It's our right to ask INEC to.
Okay.
If INEC says no, for so and so reason, then let them come out and tell us these are the reasons. These are the reasons why that can happen.
Haven't INEC done that?
But listen, no.
Haven't INEC done that?
I mean to give people a 1 week deadline right now to allow people, those of us like myself and Mandy and yourself to register. But in the absence of that,
I disagree. I disagree.
In the absence of that,
I want to vote. I want to vote, but we don't have that time.
Okay, so if you don't want to, it's simple. If you
we don't have that time,
to register,
we don't have that time, Ishoma. Yes, we cannot register again.
INEC, can you please allow us to use a temporary voter's card to vote?
No, I suspect there could be fraud.
Is your name Professor Jega? Allow him be the one to come and tell us no, and let him be the one to tell us for so and so reason fraud. What fraud?
Okay, we likely will do a poll. We likely will come up with a poll for people to probably be for or against. Use your TVC to vote or not to vote.
Okay, if you don't have a TVC, then don't vote.
Exactly. I mean, I have a TVC.
I have a TVC.
That means I can buy my franchise again if they allow TVC. But I'm saying that according to the process of the elections that have been slated by INEC, TVCs are not supposed to be allowed.
So if it's true now that it's because people were not picking up their PVCs for whatever reasons, they were not able to pick up their PVC and they couldn't vote. So if that is the true reason for the postponement,
I have a feeling.
If that is the true reason for the postponement,
I was discussing this.
TVC.
No, I was discussing this.
Allow us to use our TVC.
I was discussing this. See, when you get to a particular word and you see the volume of PVCs that are there. And I will get there, or you will get there, and they will check through it, and yours is not there. And then you all right, okay. And you know, the interesting thing is this. There is possibility that wrong PVCs have been taken to some words.
Of course. Very possible.
The possibility of you getting there, I am not particularly.
Or the possibility that the biometric machine will not even work on that day, and they will tell you, sorry, they start hitting it.
You don't have to discredit this country that way.
I'm not discrediting Nigeria.
Sincerely,
let us be honest. Let us be factual. Some people may be laughing at home, but it's the truth. You want us to be factual.
Let us believe the best. Let us believe the best of this election.
Yeah, of course we do.
Let us believe the best. We have 6 weeks. We have 6 weeks.
Let them start with making us re-register.
We are taking it in good faith.
Allow us register, but if
we are taking it in good faith.
Allow us use our TVC.
No, we are taking it in good faith. And what we are taking away from the show today is that we are saying the elections has been postponed, and it has been fixed for the 28th of March and the 11th of April, respectively. And what we are saying, what will and what can INEC do differently using this 6 weeks extension for the elections? What are the things that Nigerians are expecting to be done? Ishoma has been agitating since the beginning of the show. Let us use part of these 6 weeks to get a lot of people who are not registered before to register again.
And give us our PVC.
You know, and I stand very, very strongly against that.
Okay, so
not because I don't want to vote. Not because I don't want to vote. Another thing is that should INEC now look at the possibility of saying that Nigerians should approach the pool with their TVC, it's another big question. And we'll be looking at it even on the show. Another thing that a lot of Nigerians are actually agitating for is to say that, all right, will Boko Haram, and talking about security, will Boko Haram insurgency be scorched, completely taken care of in another 6 weeks so that we can have elections everywhere, state of emergency being taken away, completely, and all of that. So many,
left, right, and center.
The postponement has actually, thrown a lot of confusion into some areas, and it has actually brought a lot of perspective even to these elections. Sincerely. I'm telling you, houses are divided. Houses are divided on the issue of the postponement. Some school of thought are of the opinion it is a wonderful thing. Another,
maintain it's not. It's
all right.
Not
anyway,
wonderful.
I mean, I've been told that our rent has expired.
Yes, it
and
has.
Yet we're bringing this show to a final close today. We want to say a very big thank you to all of you who attempted to reach us, to call us and be a part of the show. Some got through and the network was quite bad. We appreciate all the efforts that you are putting. Join us tomorrow for another very interesting episode of your program, Crossfire. The station remains the same. It's channel 196 on Cool TV. And do stay out of trouble.
And don't drink and drive.